It's like a tale of two cities, two markets, two economies. I don't know what to say. You look at a Google or an Alphabet on one end and Microsoft on one side. Then you look at a Visa on the other, throw Boeing in the middle, and it's kind of confusing as to what's actually happening here.
Oh, look, I think that's great analysis. What I think people are doing, we're back and we really, again, have underestimated the change in the psyche of America in particular because of COVID. I think that there's tremendous desire to go places. That's Visa. Tremendous desire to buy things, but only things when you've been traveling. That's Visa. You do have a shortage of planes developing. That's Boeing. And then there's a very unrealistic nature of Silicon Valley, where they talk about being leaner at Alphabet, and they hired 12,000 people. Some of that was from an acquisition. They talk about the need to be able to continue to grow at Microsoft, and yet then they talk about how they're actually hurt by the collapse in anything personal computing, which, by the way, Texas Instruments confirms. So, I mean, I think that I'm going to put it bluntly. The cloud is no longer in the early innings. That's no longer the case. And the companies that live and die by the cloud must recognize that the cloud itself is now cyclical.
Oh, boy. Jim, if that's the case, and I want to get Joe into this, though, but real quick, what do you do? How do you think about a Microsoft Azure cloud, and then you look at the multiple they're sitting at right now relative to a Salesforce, which has been the cloud company, the SaaS sort of model for everybody?
Well, I think that in the case of Salesforce, while I think it's doing well, they have to address the notion of what Starboard's saying, which is costs are too high. I think all the companies, I've been saying that this is no longer a leadership group because they seem to have lost or do not know how to fire. They have to fire, not fill positions and not slow hiring, but fire. The glut in this part of the country is in these companies. They have too many engineers. They have too many salespeople. They have too much belief that there's going to be eternal growth. And that's over. And that's what this quarter's demonstrated.
Mr. Moglia?
Hi, Jim. First of all, congratulations on the Eagles. Secondly, with regards to what's going on now, the conversation we had a little while ago with regard to the CEOs and what you're referring to now. Everything we've seen for the last few months, the vast majority of CEOs are expecting a recession if we're not in it already. But you talk to these guys every day. You have great relationships with them. Are they running their businesses? Your point, for example, about, growth to the sky shouldn't exist anymore. But are they running their businesses recognizing that we do have a recession or there's going to be a recession, and therefore we've got to we're responsible for taking our companies in a particular direction? Or
Joe, you and I have been through wars. You fired people. I've fired hundreds of people in my time. I am not proud of that. But I recognize that the enterprise, the institution must be preserved. I think it's something new, Joe, for people in Silicon Valley. The only one who seems to actually have a handle on it is one who's probably not going to have a good quarter, which is Mark Zuckerberg. These people, when you read their conference calls, they're kind of in la-la land. They have to take a look at each division, as you and I have had, and say, you know what, there's too much fat. As David Solomon did at Goldman Sachs, they don't know how to fire. I reiterate, they do not know how to fire. They know how to be able to become, how to get their energy costs down. But that's not people. And you know what it's like. You know how horrible it is to bring someone in and say, we must preserve the institution and you must go. These firms all have great balance sheets, but they do not realize that they are so incredibly fat versus what's occurring that it's almost laughable when you listen to their conference calls.